There comes a moment when you look at your own life and barely recognize the person staring back at you. Not because you failed, but because something inside you knows you are capable of becoming far more disciplined, far more focused, and far more dangerous to your own excuses. Most people spend their lives searching for motivation, waiting for the right mood, the right time, or the perfect plan. But the ancient masters knew something modern life keeps hiding from us. Discipline is not built by inspiration. It is forged by honesty, adaptation, controlled fire, humility, and acceptance. Stay with this story, and you will not just hear about discipline, you will understand why true discipline changes your identity, why it never really gets easier, and why that is exactly what sets free the strongest version of you, long ago, in a quiet mountain town. There lived a young man named Gohan. He was not weak in appearance. He worked long days, stayed busy, and often complained of exhaustion, yet every night, as he lay in bed scrolling through his phone, a quiet thought followed him like a shadow. I work so hard, why do I feel so empty? One evening, an old traveler passed through the town. His clothes were worn, his eyes calm. When Gohan asked him what he did for a living, the traveler smiled. I study the way of effort, Gohan laughed. I already work all day. I am exhausted. The traveler looked at him gently. Busy is not the same as disciplined. That night, the words would not leave Gohan's mind. The next morning, instead of rushing into his routine, he did something uncomfortable. He observed himself, every action, every distraction, every excuse. For one full week, he tracked how he used his time, minute by minute. What he discovered shook him. 6 hours a day vanished into his phone. 2 hours produced real, focused work. The rest was movement without meaning, meetings, tabs, scrolling, pretending. This was the Earth Ring, brutal self-assessment. Have you ever looked at your own day that honestly, or would you rather not know? Gohan felt ashamed, but something else appeared beneath the shame, clarity. He stopped telling himself comforting lies. He stopped blaming time. He saw the truth. He was not overwhelmed. He was distracted, inspired. He overcorrected. He designed the perfect schedule: wake at 4, train for hours, work nonstop, cold showers, meditation, reading, discipline in military form. By noon, he had collapsed. This is where many people quit. Gohan almost did. But the traveler returned and said, "You are trying to drown yourself with discipline," he explained the water ring. "Water does not break stone by force," the traveler said. "It wins by adaptation." Gohan changed his approach. He woke just 30 minutes earlier. He did 10 push-ups instead of 100. He focused for 25 minutes instead of 8 hours. It felt ridiculous, almost insulting to his pride. But he did not fail. A week passed, then 2, small actions stacked quietly, without drama, without collapse. Discipline stopped feeling heroic and started feeling inevitable. Then came the fire, one morning at the gym. Gohan saw a man lifting twice his weight. Later that day, he saw a younger colleague closing deals he had only dreamed of. Anger rose in his chest. What is the point? He muttered. That night, instead of quitting, he remembered the traveler's words. Fire destroys or forges, you choose. Gohan wrote down everything that angered him about himself, not in vague terms. In specifics: weak workouts, phone checks, poor meals. Then he turned each complaint into tomorrow's mission. Anger became fuel. This was the fire ring, emotion harnessed, not wasted. Weeks passed. Gohan transformed. His body changed. His focus sharpened. People noticed. Compliments arrived. And then came the whisper, "You have made it." He stopped tracking. He skipped planning. Discipline softened. Progress faded. This was the wind ring, the danger of believing you have arrived. The traveler told him a story of a warrior who defeated every opponent yet called himself a student until his final breath. Not out of humility as performance, but survival. Gohan returned to his systems. He studied people better than him. He let discomfort guide him forward again. Months later, something unexpected happened. He grew tired, not physically, existentially. Will this ever end? He asked the traveler. The traveler smiled. Now you are ready for the void. The void ring taught acceptance. Discipline was not a bridge to ease. It was a way of life. The struggle did not disappear. It became normal. In that moment, Gohan stopped asking when life would get easier. He asked only one question: what is today's battle? If this story resonates with you, consider subscribing. These stories are not entertainment. They are reminders. And if this moment stirred something inside you, share it with someone who is quietly fighting their own war. This story is not about becoming extreme, it is about becoming honest. In modern life, discipline is not about punishment. It is about clarity. You cannot motivate yourself out of illusion. You must first see reality, then adapt, then channel emotion, then remain humble. Then accept the endless nature of growth. Here is what you can apply today. Track your time honestly for 1 week. Start smaller than your pride wants. Turn frustration into action, not self-hate. Discipline does not make life easy. It makes you strong enough to handle life without running.